Alright, so we just wrapped up tuning, dyno session on this G80 M3. Lime Rock individual looks phenomenal. Upgraded turbos, the whole nine. We're going to get into everything that's on this car and the power that it made with Mr. John here at CES Motorsport.
So this car came in with some bolt-ons already from the customer. He's looking to do upgraded turbos and also a few additional bolt-ons, including fueling upgrades to be able to handle the kind of power he wanted to make. Still stock motor car. This is a beautiful Jari edition G80, so we're really excited to have this in the shop. Went through a couple different renditions of what kind of setup he actually wanted to have, and we finally ended up settling on the Pure Stage 2 Plus turbos. Talked to Jimmy over at Pure, and they overnighted us the set to test. We've been wanting to test a set for quite some time. We're very excited to get it on a car like this. I think he only has like maybe 3,000 miles on this car.
Yeah, it seems like fresh off the showroom floor.
So basically, the car already had the Carbon Project Gamma intakes on it. The car has a full upgraded exhaust system with AWE race pipes with the tips in the back that are black that kind of match the whole look of the car, which is really, really nice. So it definitely has some flow, upgraded RK intake manifold. We did the Motive Reflex PI setup on the car. Has 1,050cc ID injectors on it. And Boot Mod 3 tuning with F80 Paul custom flex tune. So we did a full flex from 93 to full E85 for the vehicle. Pretty straightforward setup, nothing too fancy. Obviously, you know, you get a lot when you buy one of these cars. So upgrading the turbos gives us the extra flow that we were looking for, plus the fueling that we needed. We did add an upgraded low pressure fuel pump also with the Titan Visconti kit, and then we tied into the Reflex for everything to work smoothly. And the end result is this. Paul Johnson Tuning, we work with him a lot on the Boot Mod 3 platform. He's been doing a lot of stuff for us over the years with a lot of the M cars, and this one was just another straight setup. And this is RPM based, so this is very accurate. Good results all the way to 7,000 RPM. Fifth gear pulls on the dyno. We limited the torque just a little bit lower than where we could have taken it. But this is going to be a street-driven daily driver, making 880 plus to the tires and almost 700 torque. So all-wheel drive, X-Drive car. That's what it made to the tires, to the rear wheels on our Dyno Jet dyno.
That is going to be a monster on the street.
Oh, she'll pull like a freight train. You can see the horsepower does not fall off, and the torque is literally so flat. It's the craziest, most flattest torque curve we've seen.
Yeah.
The Pures really do a good job.
Well, this torque, the torque will keep the motor happy, while your horsepower will.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, we talk about this some about stock motor cars where you don't want to spool them too fast and too hard because they are stock internals, even though these are very stout, and guys are pushing north of 900 wheel horsepower on these platforms already with stock internals, which is amazing. Testament to the BMW M platform and the S58 M motors. But this is an optimal curve for that reason, because you're not spooling too hard, yet it still has full spool by about 4,000 RPMs. Torque is maintained, keeping the stock transmission happy, which I failed to mention. This is still a stock transmission as well, but these are rated to handle around the 700 wheel torque range before they start having issues and need to be built up. So that's exactly where we limit it to him for the street that he wanted. And then we just opened up the top end a little bit more so he can have that extra flow and power, and this one should roll out.
Cool, man. Well, it looks good. This is a pretty straightforward package that really anyone can get here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just give us a call. I mean, we do these packages all the time.
Well, I mean, we can take the car from absolutely bone stock, you know, not tuned, to this, and you can just walk out of here with your car making, you know, 880 wheel horsepower and get in and drive away.
Yeah, and that's That's the incredible thing about this platform, especially the all-wheel drive platform, because you can take it and actually use it on the street. Now, this kind of power is starting to push the limits of even what you're capable of hooking on the street with just a regular street setup. But even with stock turbo cars that we're getting into the 750 wheel horsepower range, with all-wheel drives and proper setups and proper DA when you're doing a launch, I mean, you're getting these into the 9-second territory, high to mid-9 on the street, which is insanity. I mean, it's a new age out there, guys, and they're breaking records left and right with these platforms now. Taking them to the nth degree with built motors and single kits and everything. So this is absolutely a nice intermediary range, and this is where the hybrids fit a lot. We get this question asked us many times, like, why go big single versus twins? This is why. There's a lot of guys who don't want the whole big single kit on the car yet. They want to have the factory appearance, they want to have the bolt-in turbo hybrids, but still want to have a lot of power. This is a lot of power, guys, for a twin upgrade without stressing everything too much. The Pure Stage 2 Pluses can go to 1,000 wheel horsepower, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So if you ever did want to build the motor and max them out, you can. But for this kind of stage, this is where the hybrid kits really shine, and a lot of people enjoy the drivability because it still retains a lot of the factory drivability characteristics when you do the hybrids versus a bigger single.
All right, so first drive in the G80 after the fresh F80 G80 Paul tune with the upgraded turbos, making about 880 wheel horsepower right now. So it should feel pretty good. I like to do a little shakedown run every time we put this car on the dyno, or put these cars on the dyno after a build. Just make sure that they drive okay on the street and there's no like weird throttle closures or anything. So we're gonna let this car warm up, obviously, and then we will start filming again and see how she feels. Normal driving feels good though. Feels normal. Yeah. It's a great thing about these cars. You can make this much power and the car still drives completely like a normal car. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, just a fast daily.
Just a fast daily. It feels pretty good, dude. Feels pretty good. How does it feel handling wise?
Feels great. Feels amazing.
Yeah, there's like no body roll whatsoever. What is this car lowered on, do you know?
It's the KW Haas kit.
KW Haas kit. Some stock shocks. It retains the EDC, which feels really good. We were kind of like going back and forth through Sport Plus and Sport of a chassis. It's firm, but it feels nice in this car. That's pretty fast. What gear was that? 3?
That was third gear. Yeah, third gear pull.
Yeah, it boogies. This thing
It feels
moves.
smooth. Like,
Yeah, it feels really smooth.
super smooth.
You got enough room?
Yep, you're good.
We ran out of road, but yeah, it feels good, man. It feels a lot faster in the lower gears.
Yeah.
Like it's like crazy in the
It's
lower
actually
gears.
pretty contained. It doesn't like.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like too nuts up top. It feels really solid. Like honestly, it feels really, really good. And we've been driving around for what, 20 minutes, and
Yeah.
it's just a very comfortable car to drive. Like, I think the customer is gonna be really happy
Oh,
with
it's
this.
gonna be stoked.
This is like you pretty much roll up on anyone and you're gonna smoke them, like, for the most part, you know. But then also you can just like take your wife to dinner. Like it's gonna be like a nice, easy
Cruise around town.
Yeah, cruise around town. It's crazy. Low gear. Yeah, that feels good. That feels good.
Rowdy.
It's rowdy. It's rowdy. Dude, X-Drive it's crazy. Like it hooks, no problem.